So now in this lesson, we learn how we can record facial expressions or lip sync through LiveLink mobile application. And this LiveLink mobile application can be installed on iPhone. You can go on the App Store and you can download there. But to use that, we should enable some plugins here. So first of all, we will go to the settings here and we will go to the plugins. Now in the plugins, we will search for LiveLink. So I will go and I will make sure the LiveLink is on. So my LiveLink is on. I can use my LiveLink, but I don't want to use the actual LiveLink. Means like I'm recording at the same time from the mobile phone and it is changing or recording the facial expression on the Metahuman. What I'm trying to do here is that I will pre-record on the iPhone, on the application, the facial animation, and then that animation I will bring back to my MetaHuman. I find this workflow more convenient because connecting your phone to Unreal Engine through LiveLink is quite painful. So it's better to record it and then bring the file. So to bring the file, to import the LiveLink facial animation file, we have to turn on the LiveLink face importer. So I will turn this on and then it will ask me, do you want to turn it on? I will say yes, and it will ask me to restart this. I will restart this one. Okay. So it's restarted now, and we can go back to our levels and to the MetaHuman. This is the same MetaHuman we created in the last class. If you have missed the last class, you can just go to my playlist of the Unreal Engine and you can see there. So here I will go in the gaming mode. I will just press G so that I can go inside the gaming mode. Here is my MetaHuman on the screen. And now what I can do here is that I will go to the content drawer, the same animation folder which we created. I will go to that folder. I will right click here and then make a new folder and call this facial animation. Now it's time to go to the iPhone and let's see how we can record the facial animation on the iPhone and import those animation inside Unreal Engine. So I have this application which is LiveLink Face and you can download it from Apple App Store. I will just open this app and you can see, I can see myself over here. And right on my face, I have this mesh going around. Now, first of all, what you need to do, you have to calibrate. To calibrate, you will see a tiny dot here, which I will just press and it will say recalibrate. I will just choose recalibrate and it will say make a neutral face and click the record button to save the calibration. So I will just make a neutral face and I will record. Now I'm done with this. I will save this. After saving this, I can record myself and I can speak something and also I can make facial expressions. So let's do that. I'll press the record button now. Hello, my name is Zishan. Hello. And now I have recorded one recording. Let's do another recording. This is the second recording. I can turn my head left and right. I can look up, down, angry face, smiling face. I can close and blink my eyes as much I want. So now this is recorded. Once you record this, it will go directly inside your you can say a memory, and here is your memory, and you can select these and it's totally up to you how you want to share it. You can just press the share button and choose where you want to share this. So it's up to you how you want to share it. I will just share like make a sort of airdrop, or I can email it to myself or WhatsApp myself. So let's transfer this to the computer right now. You can choose any method you want to transfer. Okay, now I have downloaded those animation and these are inside my download folder. Here they are. So I will right click here Okay, and then what I will do here is that I will unzip them here. After unzipping, it will give me this folder. Inside the folder, I have two more folders. So I have the interactive one, okay, and I have all these files. The file that we are looking for is basically these files, the CSV file. Now, CSV files are basically three different types: calibration, raw, and neutral. We want the one that is calibrated, and this is the facial expression that it recorded. So if I double click on this, it will show me my facial animation basically. So for your references, you can use this. Okay, there is a thumbnail here as well. So you can see the thumbnail as well here. Okay. And for the second recording, we have the same thing in the second recording. So let's go back here in the Unreal Engine, facial animation, right click here, import, and then I will go to my downloads option, like folder here, and LiveLink, the first folder, and I will search for the calibrated one. This is the first one. Open it up, and here you go. I will now right click it here, import again. After that, I will go to the second folder and I will import the second calibrated file as well. So I have now two of them. Okay, so let's save everything here. Let's go to the levels here, and I will create another like level sequence here. Let's start fresh. So I will right click here, Cinematics. In the Cinematics, I will go to the level sequence and call this facial underscore animation. I will double click on it, and I will take my Metahuman plus track actor to sequencer, add BP the experiment here. Now it will add my Metahuman here. I don't want the Metahuman control rig. Also, I don't want a face control board control rig. So I don't want any one of these. But what I need to do right now is that I will go to my Metahuman, my Metahuman, and go to the detail. And here, the first thing that I need to do is to turn on. I will select my Metahuman from here. Go to the details, make sure your blueprint, the experiment self is selected. You will see LiveLink option. In the LiveLink option, what we can do here is that we have here arcade face subject, and I can choose this one here and enable it. Okay. And once this is done, you will see in the drop down, you won't see anything here. So because we have not imported anything yet. So I will go to the content drawer here and go to the facial animations folder that I created. Here is my CSV calibrated file that I brought here. I will now drag this inside my sequence. Once I will do that, I will go back to my Metahuman and go to the arcade here. Okay, the drop down, and I can see now I have the interactive one iPhone. Okay, now LiveLink body subject, I don't need that because I'm only animating the face. So now if I will zoom here to the face, let's do one thing. Let's deselect everything here so it won't show that yellow line, the yellow outline. And now if I will play, you can see that he is now doing the same animation which I did. Okay. Now my time region, as we have learned this in the last lesson also, it's quite small. So what you can do, you can just go here, make it a little longer. I will type here 800 for now. Okay. So I have here 800. Okay. So I will go and make my time region little more longer. So now I can play here, and you can see he is talking. Good. Now, what else I can do here is that I can go to the body animation, and then here I can choose any animation here, like start walking. So what it will do here is that let's bring this here. And this is my body animation, start walking. Okay. So if I will play this, so you can see he is start and he's speaking as well. Okay. But here he stops. But when he stops, let me show you again. When he stops, he go back to his original like position, and you can see he is still talking there. I don't want to stop my metahuman in the original position because I want to stop him in this position. So what I can do here is that I can right click it here on the animation, properties, and then when finished, I will choose here keep state. What it will do is that it will keep the end state there. Okay, so it will stay there. So the animation, the facial animation is quite longer, and the start walking animation is quite shorter. So don't worry about that. I'm just showing it to you. Okay, so you can see he is walking and he is doing the animation as well. Now, uh, one more thing we can do. Let's do one thing. Let's remove this one. Go to the animation and choose that dance part. Now, in the dance, the issue will be that his face is not showing much because he's looking down. So you can see he he is talking. He is doing the talk and everything, but his face is looking down. Now, to fix that, one thing I can do here is I can go to my body here, plus track, okay? And then I have here control rig. If I will go to the control rig, you will see here there is a FK control rig. If I will choose FK control rig, I can control his like body parts. If I will go out of the gaming mode here, so you can see, I can see all the bones and everything. But the issue is that now it has overwritten the body animation. Only the facial animation is working, but the body animation is overridden by the FK control. So how to solve that? I can just simply go to the section here of the FK control rig, and I can choose additive. If you will choose additive here, it will create another one here down. Okay, so you can delete this one and use this. Or what else you can do? Let's undo this. Okay, what else we can do here is that we can right click here, okay, and choose additive from here. So the one that we have right now will become additive. So this method I've found a little bit better. So you can see now I still have this, okay, and it's working pretty fine. Now my auto key is on. That means everything will work fine. And I will search for a neck. You can see all of my bones are here, and I'm looking for neck. So I can simply type here in the search tracks, neck, and there are two different kind of necks. So I will take the first neck, okay, take my rotation tool. Also, I will make a keyframe, initial keyframe here, and rotate him up. I can turn off the snapping. You can also turn off the snapping if you want. Now he will keep his head up, and now you can see he's also talking, and everything is working fine here. Okay. Now there will be one issue here. Now what is that issue? If I will go back, let's end this search. Okay, I will close this to go back. I have here one animation that I brought, the one facial animation, the one CSV file. I cannot bring another one because if I will bring another one here, okay, and what if I make my animation a little longer? Okay, so once this animation will finish and it will reach to the other one, it will not animate the face. Okay, so now you can see the face is now dead. The face is not animating. Now, the reason for that is because my body here, my metahuman here is using arc, like ARKit face subject as the CSV1. it's not using the second one. So it can use only one of it. It cannot find the second one. Okay. So even if I will put this on the second track, if I will drag it down, it will go to the second track. I will have two tracks. So even if I have that and I will go here, okay, I will not get that here. Okay, so that's one issue. Now, how to solve that? Let's delete the second track here. Now, how I can solve this? Simple. I will go to my face here, right click. Okay. Now, there is an option here, bake animation sequence. So I will choose the bake animation sequence here. And then it will ask me for the folder. I can go to the animations folder, and inside the animation I have facial animations folder. I will go there and I can type here facial animation 1. Okay, and I will export this one animation. It will go back there. Now I can delete this one. Okay, this subsequence. Okay, so once the subsequence is deleted, I can go back here in my content drawer. Okay, and now you can see here is my facial animation number 1. Okay, now I'm done with the number 1. Now I will go to the number 2, drag it here. Okay, same place where it was before. Okay, and then go to my subsequence here and choose the part 2 here. And then when I will play, this will show me the second animation. Okay. And now what I can do here is that I can go to the first frame, right click on the face, bake animation sequence. Okay. Again, animation, facial animation. And then I will write a name here, facial, you can say animation 2. Okay, export. Now both of them are exported. Now I don't need this whole thing anymore. Why? Let me show you why. So I will just go here, delete this one. Okay, and then I don't want the subsequence as well. I will delete that too. Now, if you will go to the content drawer here and see, I have here 1 and 2, both of them. Now I can choose both of them. Okay, how we can work with this? First of all, you will go to the face. Okay, go to the first frame, plus track, animation, and you will see here only facial animation because we are on the face. Okay, so animation, first facial animation 1. Okay, here we have the whole thing. Okay, and you can see that he is talking, everything is fine. And as soon he will get dead, I think he get dead here somewhere. His facial animation finishes at this part. So what I can do here is that somewhere here it finishes. Okay, so what I can do here is that I will go to this facial animation, right click over here, edit, and trim the right side, means this side. So edit, trim right side. So this side will be removed. Now I can go back to the animation again. This time I will choose the second animation, which will be added after this. And if I will play this, so you can see that he has started with the second animation. Okay. Now he is still animating. Okay. Like he's still speaking, whereas the animation is done. Okay, I don't want the whole animation to be played, maybe till here I want. So I will right click here, edit, again, trim right. If you want to trim the this side, so trim left, but I will choose the trim right here. Okay, done. Now issue here is that the facial animation is still working, but the body animation ends. So if you will go to the body and then animation here, you will notice that you can drag this. Now, what happens if you drag something? You can see that there is a split line between here. That shows like it starts from here, ends here, but then a loop starts. It restarts the animation. So if the animation, just like dance or any looped animation you are extending, so it looks fine because it's looped. It will not look unrealistic. But if someone is walking not in its place, just walking forward, and then you will loop. So what will happen? He will go back and then walk again. He will go back and walk again, which we will see in the next class. But that will not look realistic. But dancing, because it is not as walking, it will look fine. Let's me do one thing. Let's go in the gaming mode so I don't see those weird line here. Now, if I will go in the beginning and start animation, and you can see that he is moving with the character. Okay. But if you might have noticed, the animation that I recorded was with the head animation. Now, this head animation doesn't belong to the one that we recorded. This head animation is the part of the body animation. Why we lost the head animation? The reason we lost the head animation, because right now the animation that is applied on the face is only the facial expressions. The head movement is not there. So we have to fix that part. To fix that part, let's see how to do that. So we will go to the content drawer, and inside the content drawer, we will go to the Metahumans, and inside the Metahumans, I will go to the experiment folder, face folder, and here is my the experiment face mesh, and I will go and show this face animation, and you can see this has been opened. Now, what I want here is that I want to go to its graph. To go to the graph, you will see there is a blueprint icon here, which is the face NMBP blueprint. I will go to this blueprint option here. So as soon it will move me to the blueprint. Right now we are in the event graph, as you can see. So we want to go to NM graph, which is here. So I will double click on the NM graph here, and I will move inside the NM graph. Then we have to zoom in to layered blend per bone. I will select this one here. Okay. And I can go to the details of this option. From the top, you can go to the details. Now here we have blend mode. Now this blend mode in the details have to be changed to blend mask. I will choose the blend mask from here. Now don't save anything because we have to go to the skeleton here. So I will go to the skeleton of my facial animation here. And now what I have to do is that I will press this option here, the gear option for the settings, and I will go to the blend profiles and I will choose add blend mask. And once I will do that, I will rename this add blend mask to blend head. So I will choose blend head. Press enter, and you will see everything will be turned into 0. Now, the thing over here is that what we are trying to do here is everything is 0. That means it is not controlled by the facial animation, okay? Which is quite obvious. Like pelvis is not the part of the like facial animation, okay? The clavicle is not the part of this. The part of this is basically the like the nose, eyes, and all those things. But if you will go here to head, and you can see here everything is 0. That means nothing is moving. So if I will type here head, you will also see that head itself is also 0. That means the head is not moving. And that's why it's not animating the way we want it. It's not animating the way we record it through the LiveLink application. The head is moving with the body animation. I don't want that. I want the head to move according to the facial animation we recorded in the LiveLink. So what I will do over here is that I will go to the head and choose here as and type here as 1, so it will activate it, and I will save this one. So once I will save this, I can go back. Let's close this. I will go to the face bitmap, blueprint here, and then here I can compile and I can save here. So you will see there is an error. So don't worry about that because we have to go to the blend masks here. And in the blend masks, we have to choose an index because our index is none. That's why we are getting an error. So I will go to the none here and choose the blend head. As soon as I will choose the blend head, compile and save it, everything will be fine. Now the head will move the way we recorded through the live link. Let's see that. Let's go back to our, uh, let's close all these for now. Okay. And now you can see the head is moving the way I want the head to move. So let's go in the beginning and then play the animation and it's working fine. But if you see your body is not moving, that is just a bug. So what you can do, you can just go to your content drawer, go to the levels, go to the main level, which is the Metahuman. Once you are there, you can go back to your facial animation. And then if it asks you to save, you can save. It didn't ask me because maybe I have saved it. Now, the body is also moving on its own. The head is also moving on its own. So obviously, you cannot put the voice over here if you want to render as a render queue, but if you want to render as a, uh, you can say this one, the motion capture one, then you can put the audio, but the result will be not good. So I prefer what you can do is that you can just render it as the render movie queue because there is no render movie queue right now because there is no plugin. So I have to go to the plugins here and render queue. So if you will see here, I have a movie render queue somewhere. Let's see where it is. Here it is, the movie render queue. I will turn it on, restart my Unreal Engine. And after that, you can go back to your levels, Metahuman, and then you can go to the facial animation. And you can go back here and movie render queue. So what I will do here is that I will not apply the high res like quality here. Otherwise, it will take so much like it will take a lot of time to render. So I will just keep it as it is. And then I will just simply go to the settings here, choose an output basically. Okay. So I will go to my folder here, make a new folder and call this test render. Okay. Double click it here, select this folder, accept this, and then I will just render this local. And you can see the render has started. It will first compile the shaders. And now you can see it is rendering that part. Now I don't have a camera. Okay, so that's one issue. So let's add the camera here. First of all, just close this one. Okay, close this as well. Let's add a camera here first. So I will add a cine camera. Okay, and I will rotate this camera. Let's turn on the snapping. I can move this camera somewhere here. And also I will add it to my sequence, the camera itself. And the camera is quite blurry. So what I can do here is that I will take the camera from here and go to the focus settings here. Choose this focus setting. Let's see if everything is fine. Okay, now it's fine. Now I will go back here. Okay, everything is already set up. I just have to render again. And now you can see it is rendering. So rendering is almost over. And after the rendering, we can take the whole thing to the Adobe Premiere. Let's close this. Go to the we'll go to the Adobe Premiere. Now Adobe Premiere is turned on. So what I can do is here is that I can just open up my previously made folder. Okay, so that I don't have to create another like previously made project. So I don't have to make another project. Okay, offline all, because I don't want these files to be there. Now let's delete everything from here. And then I will go to the projects here. I will import the sequence that we just made right now. So here is in the sequence, I will go to the test render. And I will take only the first file, choose the image sequence, open it up, and then I can drag it here. Somewhere, let's go to beginning of this. Oh, there is a lot of other things. Let's do one thing. Let's close these. Right click here and new sequence from clip. So then we don't have to worry about any other thing. And you can see that it is showing the animation working fine. Now to add the audio, what you can do here is that if you remember, it also exported a file which was a reference file. So we can bring those reference file here as well. So I can go to the file and then I can go to the import, and then from the import I can go to the download folder, LiveLink face, the first one, and I have this file. Okay, I will open this one up. Okay, it will import. Let's bring the second one as well, and I can choose the second one. Actually, second one is just like I don't have that interesting audio. The interesting audio is only in the beginning one. Now I will go to the first one, double click on it, and let's see from where I start speaking. Hello. So I start speaking from here. So as I start talking from this side, what I can do here is that I can simply make this like a endpoint. Okay, and then let's play. Oh, my name is Zishan. Hello. And I stop talking here and I will make this an out point. Now simply let's see from where this character start talking. So if I will go a little forward, so I think he immediately start talking. He start talking from here. So at this point, I will take the my audio only from here. So I have these two icons, the video icon and the audio icon. I will drag the audio icon and put it right here. So let's see if it matches. Hello, my name is Zishan. Hello. Okay, it does match. Okay, so if you will look closely here, and let's make the screen a little bigger. Let's play this again and to see how everything is look like. Oh, my name is Zishan. Hello. Okay, so the facial animation quality is good, but not excellent. If you will use NVIDIA's audio to face, that is more accurate, but you cannot record your head animation there. So maybe you can record your head animation inside LiveLink and the audio dialogue from the audio to audio to face from NVIDIA, and then you can mix together. So next class, we will see how these things can work together inside Unreal Engine. Hello, my name is Zishan. Hello. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do it now and don't forget to hit the bell icon. By the way, I have noticed that many of you are watching my videos without subscribing. So let's change that. Subscribe to my channel and be the part of the interactive community. Now, here's something really important I want to talk about. Please do not download my videos. Just watch them online. When you download them, it messes up my watch time hours. And that's a bummer. I want to keep creating awesome videos, but it's demotivating when I lose out on those stats. Thanks a bunch for your support. You guys rock. Catch you all in the next video.